Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to the live stream of the Blues up against the Waratahs here from Eden Park. Now, I'm expecting a very slow morning. It is 6:30 here in South Africa, so not a lot of South African viewers watching this. So I'm just doing it for the fun today, just to see whether we will get another high-scoring game like we did last week when the Waratahs and the Hurricanes clashed. So let's quickly go through the lineups for the Blues. In the back line, we've got Zahn, Sullivan, Bryce Heem, Rika Ioane, TJ Fayani, AJ Lamb, Otera Black, and Finley Christie. So an unchanged backline then for the Blues, as we're expecting a fast running rugby game from the Blues today. The forwards, Akira Ioane, Blake Gibson, Tom Robinson, Josh Goodhue, Gerard Galli-Tiori, Ofa Tuangafasi, Kurt Eklund, and Carl Tunagafi. A very, very formidable pack of forwards that this Blues side bring. Akira Ioane, Blake Gibson, and Tom Robinson. What a combination. Along with Josh Goodhue and Gerard Galli-Tiori, Ofa Tuangafasi, Carl Tunagafi, and Kurt Eklund, the main guns there. Having a look at the Waratahs side, Jack Maddox, Alex Newsom, Isaiah Peresi, Foketi, James Turner, Ben Donaldson, and Jake Gordon. Not one that we really fear too much today. Then in the forwards, we've got William Harris, Charlie Gamble, Lakeland Swinton, Max Douglas, Hugh Sinclair, Harry Johnson-Holmes, Dave Borecki, and Angus Bell. Now, the only guys that I really see as a major threat in this forwards today, probably Harry Johnson-Holmes and Angus Bell, and maybe Lakeland Swinton being the threats up front. But they should be no match for the Blues back of forwards, also not for the magic of the Blues backline. Having a quick look at the benches for the Blues, we got Fekeni, Archman, Renata, Tui Pilato, Dalton Papali making his return, Sam Nock, Harry Plummer, Jacob, Ratumaita Vuki Knipkins. What a long freaking name that is. So let's hope he gets about a couple of minutes into this game. Then on the bench for the Waratahs, you got Joe Cotton, Tere Faulkner, Darcy Breen, Jack Wheaton, Jack Dempsey, Carl Tizano, Jack Grant, and Will Harrison. So, yeah, not a lot to worry about if I were a Blues supporter today. It should be probably a gimme today for these guys against the Waratahs. They did show some form last week was the Waratahs against the Hurricanes, scoring 48 points, but let's be honest, I don't see that happening again for the Waratahs very soon. In fact, I only see one team doing this today, and this is this Blues side. Really looking forward to this. Looking forward to see how Rika Ioane and TJ Fayani works in the midfield. Rika Ioane's form has not been that great overall, so maybe time for him to really step into that number 13 jersey and show his worth. The referee for today is Brendan Pickerlo. Yeah, Pickerel. Sorry for the pronunciation there. First time that I'm actually seeing this guy referee a game. So, yeah, he is the referee for today. And let's see if the Waratahs can keep this game low enough, because I am expecting a Blues side to be absolutely dominant in this game. Right, so the start for the game from the Waratahs. It is taken in by Tiotti there for the Blues, and immediately that pack of forwards going forward like a steam train. Finley Christie out to Carl Tunagafi. They're about 10 meters out from their own 22 is the Blues at the moment. Finley Christie just controlling it off the back there. Can he get it over the top? Goes for the little box kick over the top. It is into the hands of the Waratahs now, and up to halfway comes the fullback, Jack Maddox, running in at pace. Now the forward setting it up nicely. Just outside of halfway, the Waratahs. Angus Bell having a crack at this Blues side. Tom Robinson goes down, but just can't get that ball. So the Waratahs still on the attack, around about on halfway. A kick ahead from Jake Gordon. Another box kick over the top from them. Beautifully collected in the air by Zahn Sullivan. And here comes Carl Tunagafi. Puts his head down. Finley Christie getting the ball back to Tera Black with a little cross kick. It's a beautiful one. Bryce Eames got it. Space opens up for the Blues. Back inside. TJ Fayani. The Blues inside the half of the Waratahs at the moment on the 10-meter line. Here comes Tera Black. Long pass out from Rico to Akira. And now a chance here for the Blues. It is AJ Lamb on the 22-meter line. Akira Ioane, pick and go from him. Finley Christie working it wide to Josh Kudu, coming back for them. 7 phases already from the Blues side. Akira Ioane over the 22-meter line. He drives. Neat quick ball. Finley Christie wanted to go to the blind side, but nobody was following. Now Carlton and Coffee. Otera Black. Penalty advantage to the Blues. Otera Black spins out of one tackle and throws a loose pass collected by Jake Gordon, but we got a penalty early on in this game for the Blues. Thank you, says 9:35 p.m. here in Auckland, saying New South Wales Waratahs, with New South Wales Waratahs +7 Brumbies and +7 with the Reds. Yeah, it's 6:38 here in South Africa, and luckily my alarm did go off for this one. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this Blues team play today. We know that they are a very inconsistent team sometimes, and it would be really nice to see some consistency from the Blues side, especially after last week's great victory against the Rebels it was. So an early penalty chance here for Tera Black, not going for the touch, rather taking the free-pointer here. And that is a very strange decision, knowing that they need 4 tries or at least 3 tries more than the opposition. So the penalty goes straight through. It is 3 points to 0 then to the Blues, leading the Waratahs here at Eden Park after 4 minutes. Early injury attention for the Waratahs forward, Max Douglas. Will he continue this game? Doesn't seem like it. He's got a hand injury. So unfortunately for him, we'll have to go off very early. Hank asking, what are your thoughts on the Cup finals for you? It's tonight for the US, for us in the USA, early AM in California. So the Champions Cup final tonight between La Rochelle and the Toulouse side should be a fantastic game. I really enjoyed the Challenge Cup final last night, our time, with Montpellier upsetting Leicester Tigers in that final. So, yeah, that is great. By the way, the Blues have now broken free again inside the 22 of the Waratahs. They go, Finley Christie. Now quick ball needed, going wide here. Great pass out to TJ Fayani. About 5 meters out from the try line now is the Blues. Kurt Eklund putting his head down. Quick ball needed. Now Ofa Tuangafasi. The Blues still just driving their way forward here. Can they get a try? Carl Tunagafi. They're about 4 meters out now as the Blues. Akira Ioane, 7 phases already again by the Blues. Will we see them dart over for a try here with the forwards? 2 meters out, 1 meter out, over the try line they go, but held up, and another penalty to the Blues. Yeah, so really looking forward to that final. A couple of South Africans played in that Challenge Cup final last night, and I must tell you that Montpellier held on for dear life against a very committed Leicester Tigers pack of forwards. So, yeah, lost a few dollars with the Tigers. It's okay. It was a great match. I was at work listening to play-by-play while working. Yeah, no, it was an incredible game, really. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I always had that feeling that Montpellier could do it. Nothing against Leicester Tigers, though, Hank, but at the end of the day, it was just, I had this feeling that some of those players in that Montpellier side can spark the magic, while I always knew that Leicester would come with their pack of forwards. Now, how do the Waratahs stop this Blues side, who's got a formidable pack of forwards plus a very attacking backline? Let's see if they can hold them out. 5 meters out. We've got a scrum here for the Blues, but we will have a reset 6 minutes in. Some Slayer says, Guru, you woke up to see the Blues training session in Australia. I thought you supported the Sharks. Yeah, I do, but when it comes to New Zealand rugby, Sim Slayer, I am a major Blues supporter. I do love the way they play, although they're very unpredictable at times. But I'll definitely wake up for a game for the Blues. Doesn't matter if it's 4 o'clock or 4 a.m. in the morning here in South Africa. Would probably watch it. Right, so the scrum feed from Finley Christie. Again off the back now. Akira Ioane. He's going on his own. Makes about 2 meters. Again, 5 meters out from the try line. Pick and go from the Blues. They need to just grind their way over the try line here. Another penalty advantage coming the way of them. Now Finley Christie, Otera Black, TJ Fayani slips. And he's lost plenty of ground, but surely they can still make up for this. Big take from Tom Robinson there. Again, 5 meters out now, the Blues. They're going wide, long cut-out pass to Bryceem. Steps one, going straight for the second one, and over the try line he goes. And the Blues are over for their first try of the game. I don't know why I would think they would have gone over for their second try already. But that's a great try from Bryceem. Currently keeping out Mark Talia. And I know why now. He's such a strong runner. And he's really good under the high ball as well as Bryceem. So a nice little pass, floating pass from Otera Black. And Bryceem just bundles his way over the try line. Great start for the Blues. 8 points to 0 with the conversion to come. Looking good is the Blues. Right, 8.5 minutes gone, guys. It is one of those games. You're expecting a very high-scoring game from this Blues side. The question is just, the question is not whether the Blues will win it. It's just a question by how much today. 9 minutes in, 8 points to 0, conversion to come. Let's see, Otera Black with this kick. Not the easiest one. And that one is going to go to the left of the post. So 8 points to 0 it stays after about 9 minutes into this game. Will we see any fight back from the Waratahs whatsoever in this game? Or is it going to be a one-way traffic for the Blues today? Nice restart there. Is a nice hanging one just inside the 22. TJ Fayani taking it up for the Blues. They just need to play inside the Waratahs half, not make the same mistake that the Hurricanes made last week. Right, Finley Christie controlling it off the back there. He's going to have a kick at this box kick over the top. It is now chased by Bryceem again, and he's got it for the Blues on halfway as well. So it comes back to the Blues side, and there's space on the outside. Akira Ioane, now Zahn Sullivan kicks it downfield, finds the space, and it runs out about 10 meters out from the Waratahs try line. Great stuff from the Blues. Hank says New Zealand, South Africa would be a more competitive. Yeah, it is true. Look, when Super Rugby was still on about 2 years ago, we used to bash the Australian teams up. Only the Brumbies really could make an impact on that competition. But, I mean, let's be honest, New Zealand teams trashed us quite often as well. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody would really match the New Zealand franchises when it comes to game time. Right, AJ Lamb's got it, gives it to Zahn Sullivan, who's going to kick this downfield again and finds a lot of space again. And again, about 12 meters out from the Waratahs try line. Hank, I would love to see the New Zealand franchises compete in the European Cup or even in the Pro 14 or the English Premiership. I think it would be great if we could have a global competition. I think the likes of Toulouse, Racing, even the likes of Leinster and Munster, along with Exeter Chiefs and Wasps, would be really good competition for this New Zealand franchises. But then again, wishful thinking, don't think it will ever happen. I don't think I would have ever said South Africa would be competing in the Pro 16 next season. So we never know. Anything could happen. So I see Jack Maddox is not playing today. It is Will Harrison at fullback who kicks it downfield for the Waratahs. And now the Blues have got it on the 10-meter line. Otera Black with another little cross kick. This time, just not able to collect it was TJ Fayani. And it goes into touch. Roundabout on the 10-meter line. But there is a penalty coming for the Blues after the Waratahs getting penalized for being in front of the kicker. So disappointing stuff here for the Waratahs. Already on the back foot, they can't allow to give away the penalties that they have, which is full at the moment. So 12.5 minutes gone. It is 8-0, and a chance now for the Blues to maybe take this even further. Going for the corner is Otera Black. So 13 minutes in, 8-0. And the Blues with this monster pack is going to charge full on onto this Waratahs side at the moment. Hopefully the Blues will finally live up to the expectations after disappointing Super Rugby Aotearoa. So Kurt Eklund to throw this in for the Blues now. 5 meters out from the try line. It is taken by Josh Goodhue, but he knocks it on in the throw. And the Waratahs now got possession. Foketi took it up there for the Waratahs. Jake Gordon is looking to clear this ball off the back. And they've been let off the hook there by a really poor line-out throw-in from Kurt Eklund. They are going to find touch Jake Gordon roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half, with the Blues having another chance to set this up early on. We've had 14 minutes in this game, 8-0. The Blues leading the Waratahs at the moment. Taken on by Gerald Kalitiori. Here comes TJ Fayani, Akira Ioane coming off the back of that pass. And a penalty to the Blues, players leaving their feet. Now, it is for holding on. And it is Lakeland Swinton who gets the penalty for the Waratahs. So, again, some relief for them now. One penalty against the Blues so far in this game. Well, no, Jack Maddox is in the starting lineup, so not sure what is going on at the moment. Right, Akira Ioane just holding on to that ball. Not enough support for the Blues. And they give away their first penalty of the game. Waratahs finding touch around about 5 meters out from the Blues 22. 15 minutes gone. Throw in here by Dave Porecki. Stolen by the Blues. Now Kurt Eklund. Akira Ioane again bashing his way up. Beating two defenders. Still going in is Akira Ioane. Offload to... Is that Blake Gibson? Yes, it is. 5 meters out now is the Blues. Support. Kurt Eklund's got it for the Blues. They should get this back. No, it comes back to the way of the Waratahs. Angus Bell having a crack. 10 meters out, and they got another penalty. Is the Waratahs. Great breakaway from Akira Ioane, and then finding Blake Gibson, but unfortunately, the pace of the man not good enough to go all the way. But what a breakthrough from them. It's good to see Blake Gibson back in this Blues starting lineup after some injury. He's been struggling with it on and off for a long time now. And as you see, Jack Wheaton leaving the field for the Waratahs. So 2 early injuries to the Waratahs here. First it was Max Douglas, and then now being Jack Wheaton. So 2 big injuries early on. I think they might be bringing on Jack Dempsey now. But the Waratahs having early problems in this game with injury as well. Bad luck from Akira Ioane not getting that try. So Jack Dempsey is now onto the field for the Waratahs. Waratahs now -2 off the bench already. The throw-in was intercepted, but a free kick to the Waratahs. Jake Gordon going quickly. Now Porecki playing at scrum half for them. Taken up by Holmes. Now Jake Gordon again. Great run from the Waratahs here. Breaking through the defensive line here. The number 13 having a cracking run there is Peresi for the Waratahs, but it's been turned over by the Blues now on the 22-meter line. And the kick from TJ Fayani charged down, and more trouble now as Gibson have to fall down on that ball. But Finley Christie got it under control. 5 meters out from their own try line is the Blues now. Tom Robinson putting his head down. Just a little bit of trouble for the Blues, but they should clear this through Sean Sullivan, and he's going to find touch around about 5 meters out from the 22. Not looking too bad. Doing good under pressure, but a great breakaway. Firstly from Jack Maddox, and then the offload to Peresi, who did really well there. Right, so still trying to figure out what position Maddox are playing, because it doesn't look like he's playing fullback at all. But 18 minutes into this game, and the Waratahs now with a chance, with really their first chance to really attack from just outside the 22 of the Blues. Line up beautifully. Down Jake Gordon running it up now. About 10 meters out from the try line. Jake Gordon gives it up to Jack Dempsey, who puts his head down. Now 5 meters out. Jake Gordon again gives it out to Alex Newsom. Still a chance here for the Waratahs. Great work. There's a brilliant pass out to Peresi. He's 5 meters out from the try line. The pass goes loose, and a chance here for the Blues. It's Bryce Heem who picks it up, gives it out to Rico Ioane, offloads back inside, and here's a chance for Bryce Heem again. Over the 22-meter line he goes. Needs support now. Rico Ioane out to Atera Black. TJ Fayani puts a little kick in, but that's going to be too far, and it's going to go over the dead ball line. So the Blues very unlucky there not to get away with the try. But the Waratahs need to be very careful with how they play this game, because one mistake from them could mean that the Blues will capitalize, like they just did. They were on their way to score their own try, was the Waratahs. Then a sloppy pass picked up by Rico Ioane. And from there, the Blues really just had a great little run downfield, causing a hell lot of trouble for them at the moment. We've had 20 minutes in this first half, but the Blues in total control at the moment. And now there's another forward down for the Waratahs at the moment. Looks like Lakeland Swinton who's down for them. So it's not looking good for this Waratahs forwards back at the moment. I know it's Angus Bell who's down at the moment for the Waratahs. So I do rate this guy very highly, but he needs to get away from the Waratahs. think if he might move to the Reds or the Brumbies, he will be better off and surely be consistently in the Australian squad. So Zaan Sullivan has been really great in this opening 20 minutes, controlling with his kicking and his space in the back line. His passing has been spot on. His kicking has been spot on. And is really looking like a good prospect for the future for this Blues side. Right, so 22 kickoff, Ben Donaldson to take this kick for them. Let's see what happens with this. Kick downfield, and it's going to go into the hands of Zaan Sullivan, who decides to go to the air. What a great up and under from him as well. Chased down by AJ Lambert, knocks it on, and here's a chance for the Waratahs. Can they have a run from their own half here? The kick downfield into the hands of Waratahs Black, who's going to find space, and no, it's going to go directly into touch. So we are going back all the way to the 10-meter line in Blues territory. Not the greatest of kick there from Waratahs Black. And a chance now for the Waratahs again to go on the attack. 21 minutes gone. Can this Waratahs side find a gap in this Blues defense? At the moment, not really coming for them. It is taken by Lakeland Swinton. Now comes to Jake Gordon. Now looking to have a little run there, but we are coming back for a slight little knock on in that line-out from the Blues. So nothing happening for the Waratahs. We're going back for the scrum on the 10-meter line. Possession at the moment, 71% to the Blues and territory 56%. So good dominance from the Blues. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the opposition 22 compared to the 30 seconds of the Waratahs. And they nearly gave away a try in that movement as well. So 22 minutes gone. We are setting up for a scrum now for the Waratahs. Halfway through this first half. And the Waratahs have got everything to do so far. Jake Gordon not having a bad game so far for the Waratahs. And another scrum reset. So we've had about 3 in this game already. Referee needs to take authority in at scrum time. Holmes up against Carl Tunagafi, and Angus Bell up against Ofa Tuangafasi. What a battle that is. We are going to have an injury attendance to Ofa Tuangafasi now. So, yeah. Hank Q says all the games were free in YT for New Zealand and Australian Super Rugby matches. But then the Tasman games happen and all of a sudden no matches for free anymore. As of here in the States. So yeah, unfortunately pay TV is happening all around the world, Hank. I'm also on a subscription, paying around about $45 to have this subscription that I've got. So yeah, I have to make it work, watch all the games if there is a possibility to do so. So I am doing these live commentaries just to make up for most of that subscription. Don't make a lot from YouTube at all. So if you run level at the end of the month, it's a good thing. So just trying to level up with that subscription to be able to watch the game live on television. So, yeah. Hank Q says, Blues were really disappointed in New Zealand play this season. I have quite a bit of family in Auckland, but my wife is from Dunedin and a Highlanders fan. Never works out, Hank. I'm lucky my wife isn't really into rugby that much, so we don't have to fight. She's just supporting who I'm supporting. But I mean, especially in New Zealand, if you're a Blues fan and your wife is a Highlander, I can imagine fighting all day long in that house. So Dempsey off the back and a little knock on there from Maddox, and the Blues have a chance to attack again from about 10 from their own 10-meter line. Akira Ioane got the ball, but we are coming back for a little knock on. And this time it's Jack Maddox who has gone down. Oh, no, is it? No. It is actually Foketi who's down. Yeah, late Lalakai Foketi is down in his second game of Trans-Tasman. Ran a great angle, but a great tackle from Otera Black and Finley Christie there, just causing a lot of problems for the Waratahs there. And it's become a little bit of a sloppy game now towards the end of this last 5 minutes. But so far it's been great running rugby from the Blues, and the Waratahs have shown some good signs as well. But injury-wise, big trouble for the Waratahs. Already 2 players down in the forwards, and now Foketi also leaving the field for a HIA. So, yeah, things are not looking good for them. It is going to be Nakatawasi who's going to come on in the place of Foketi. Do you think that Foketi will come back onto the field at a later stage? So, yeah, there's definitely been some changes to the Waratahs lineup, as Nakatawasi wasn't originally on the match 23 for today's game. Right, scrum feed goes down again. The referee will really need to start controlling this. Otherwise, we're going to have plenty of reset scrums in this game. 24 minutes gone, which round about 4 of them has been wasted by scrum resets. So, in actual fact, it's only 20 minutes gone. But because of all the resets, we're now into the 24th minute already. Hank says, I pay about $5.99 a month for the NRL subscription on Fox, ESPN, and Rugby Union. Big wigs are money hungry. Yeah, that is unfortunately what it is. Hank, here in South Africa, you basically pay that subscription fee just to watch rugby, because the rest of the stuff on television is just repeats of the same things. Basically, you'll get here and there a new episode of something, but overall, you just pay to watch the rugby, because all the other subscriptions don't have the rugby included. So unfortunately, we have to pay that full amount. But I mean, $5.99 is a bargain for the NRL. I don't watch it myself, but I know it is a very entertaining sport, very similar to rugby is rugby league. So, yeah, I would definitely, if I was interested in rugby league, would rather watch that for $5.99 and pay $45. It's a penalty now to the Blues on the 22 of the Waratahs. Kurt Eklund to throw this in. They need not to mess this up. It's taken by Tom Robinson. And just as I say that, Akira Ioane knocks it on. And a chance for the Waratahs to go and clear this ball. Jake Gordon, out it goes to Ben Donaldson. Kicks it downfield. Into the hands of Bryce Heem. Up to halfway, Zan Sullivan now. Long cut-out pass to TJ Fayani, trying to cut open the defense. Up to the 10-meter line he goes. Now Finley Christie out to Blake Gibson. Brilliant offload to Carlton Agafi. But isolated on the ground. It's been turned over, penalty now kicked forward by the Waratahs. And they're on halfway now. Chance stolen by Finley Christie. And here they come again. Akira Ioane. Stepping up to halfway. Great passage of play here. Otera Black with a kick downfield. Looking for space. Not going to find it though. And into the hands of Nakatawasi, who's going to kick this downfield himself. Not renowned for his kicking. So not finding touch there. Zan Sullivan out to Otera Black. And now there's a chance here for Bryce Heem. Goes to a little chip ahead. Licks it himself and still going as Bryce Heem. One man to beat. Here they go. Tom Robinson. And this should be the second try for the Blues. Another great spell of counter-attacking rugby from the Blues. And Tom Robinson, the man to dart over for that second try of the Blues. 13 points to 0. We are at the moment with the conversion to come. Great player, this Bryce Heem. He's done really well so far. Scoring one try himself and now creating this one from absolutely nothing, really. Bryce Heem beating two defenders, going with that little chip kick. So overall, he might have beaten about 4 players to that try line here. Just a beautiful offload to Tom Robinson, who gets an easy try for the Blues. Interesting stuff. 28 minutes gone in this game, and as predicted, I said the Blues by almost, 30 points. I think I spoke to the Kiwi lads yesterday, and I think I said to him a 30-point margin doesn't sound too terrible. So 15 points to 0 after 28 and a half minutes. Let's see if the Waratahs can bounce back from this. Wheaton is back on the field, so he passed his HIA. And a chance for the Blues to catch this kick off. Josh Goody, taking it nicely in, forming that maul for the Blues now. And they are driving forward. Moving forward to about the 10-meter line inside their own half is the Blues. Now it gets offloaded to Gerald Galitiotti. Ball spills loose, little knock on. So there's going to be a scrum down to the Waratahs. 29 minutes in. A scrum on the 10-meter line for the Blues. Thank you, says, I watch League and Union for betting purposes. American-born Simone from the Midwest. Grew up playing footy with the Tongan and Fijians. I went up to church with. 33 now. I'm playing. Started playing when I was 11. Then Casey Judd says, hello. Hank Q says, good scrummage practice for the Blues today. Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, it's been one of those games you imagine the Blues running away with this eventually. You never expected the Waratahs to repeat what they did last week, though. So, yeah, it's great to play rugby still, Hank. I tried to make a comeback after 5 years out, and I can tell you what, it's really difficult to get back after such a long time. But I think after this 2-year break again with COVID, I don't think I see a chance for another return. So the Waratahs now on the attack just outside of 22. And here comes Angus Bell. Look at him go. Angus Bell is going to dive over for the Waratahs' first try. And out of absolutely nowhere, the Waratahs scored the opening try of this game. Angus Bell, probably the only guy worth mentioning in this Blues pack, along with Holmes maybe. But it was just so easily done, quickly. Breaks through one defender, another one, and then just straight through. Great try from the big man. And I think if he and Tanela Tupou could play together in one team, they would be probably extra loose forwards for the Wallabies. So I already put that conversion down as over. Does get it. And it is Will Harrison who gets it for the Waratahs, who is playing at 15 today. So Blues 15, Waratahs 7. And we've had about, 31 minutes. We've got 9 minutes left in this first half. And suddenly, this game might have come to life a little bit. Was always waiting for that first attempt from the Waratahs. Didn't expect it to come this way. But yeah, it is 15-7 with 8 minutes to go in this first half. Restart from Oteri Black. And it into the hands of Nakatawasi, who kicks it downfield. Not going to find touch, but it is Oteri Black who has slipped. So he had to make a bit of space back. Now kicks it straight down the middle into the hands of Jack Maddox, who is on the right wing today. Now kicked downfield by Donaldson. Not going to find touch himself into the hands of Bryce Heem. And now Zahn Sullivan will send us back with interest. And he's going to find touch. Beautiful kick all the way up to about 2 meters out from the 22. This guy is really exceptional so far. He's been kicking well, he's been passing well, and he's been hitting it up beautifully for the Blues. Really a great player to watch so far, this youngster. Him and Bryce Heem has been really exquisite for the Blues. Thank you, sir. I haven't played in over 10 years, just club league locally. Good work for Waratahs. I still have them on plus 30. Yeah, good bet, that one. That is a really good bet. And I would have gone for it as well. Right, so here we go again with the Blues now. Bryce Heem out to Rico Ioane, over halfway to go up to the 10-meter line. Again. Oh, and an intercept from Jake Gordon. And this is going to be a try time to the Waratahs yet again. And suddenly the Waratahs are back in this game. Well, beautifully read there from Jake Gordon. And suddenly it's a 1-point game with 6 minutes to go in this first half. And says, I played lock and fullback on a light eating day. Yeah, no, I was a number 8. If I have to return now, I'll probably have to play prop forward. It's been that 2-year break in COVID. But the pass, and what an intercept from Jake Gordon. Just putting the Waratahs right back into this game. Unbelievable stuff. Right, 6 minutes to go in this first half. And what was a 15-point game is now suddenly a 1-point game. Who would have imagined that it would be such a close game going into halftime after total dominance from the Blues up until this point, up until 4 minutes ago. Thanks, this nice guy played right wing or fly off. And then Batty says, morning Guru, Blues by 7. Oh, you're going very low, Batty. I went for 30 plus. And yeah, currently it looked good up until the 30th minute. And then suddenly the Blues came back. Not the Blues, the Waratahs came back with 2 really quick sniping tries. Jake Gordon off the back with a box kick over the top. Nakatawasi chasing. Oh, big collision there in the air, but in the end collected by AJ Lamb for the Blues. Now Finley Christie out to Akira Ioane. They need to settle down as this Blues side. We don't want the loose affair from them. A penalty to the Blues. About 5 meters out from their own half. And O'Terry Black at the moment receiving attention as well. But he is back on his feet very quickly. So maybe a chance before halftime for the Blues to get some more points on the board. So no bonus point for either team at the moment, as both teams have now scored 2 tries. So it's basically cancelled each other's out. And Q says, here we go, Waratahs. You did well with going with that 30-point plus bet, because now it's game on for you. Yeah, Terra Black was played in the air there by Nakatawasi, but you can argue and say Nakatawasi was looking at the ball the whole time. So we are looking at potential foul play from Nakatawasi, but in the end, maybe the worst, just a penalty, or at worst, maybe a yellow card to Nakatawasi. But nothing too dreadful in that. Oh, it felt bad. There was a Terra Black there. So, yeah, let's see what the referee decides here. I would say maybe just a yellow card in the end of the day. At worst. And you said, I have had too many concussions from American football. I stopped contact sports for quite some time now. I can imagine you getting quite bashed up with American football as well. But there has been some arguments that rugby is a tougher game in that regard, Hank, with all the pads and the helmets and stuff from the NFL compared to rugby, who's got almost nothing. Which one would you say is worst? Regarding contact, rugby or the NA or American football? Throwing on a 22 for the Blues, taken by Tom Robinson off the back. And here they come now with the driving maul. This is looking pretty good for them. Still going strong as this Blues side now. All the way up to the 5-meter line they go. Can they go all the way? Good. Eklund breaks loose at the back. And he should be very close here. Just comes back for the Blues. 1 meter out. Akira Ioane trying to force his way over there. Blake Gibson now with the ball at the back. And another charge from the Blues. So close. Is it coming back for them? Referee can't see the ball in there. So probably we are going to have another 5-meter scrum to the Blues. Great defense from the Waratahs, keeping out the Blues there. Question is, are they going to go upstairs for this? With 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Will we see? Yeah, there we go. The TMO deciding this one. We need to see clear grounding, otherwise we will have a 5-meter scrum. So we will have a look at that, guys. It is currently the Blues 15, Waratahs 14. Up until the 30th minute, it was the Blues 15-0. And then the Waratahs hit back within 4 minutes, 2 tries. First by Angus Bell and then by Jake Gordon. So from that angle, you definitely can't see any try being scored. They will have to change that angle for us. So not looking good at the moment, though. We are looking for grounding, and we can't see any grounding. Oh, there might be a little bit of grounding. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Let's see whether the referee will award this try or not. I would say there is grounding, and I can't really see it being held up at the moment. Right. I'm still waiting for the call from the referee there, or the TMO, whether this has been scored or not. Let's see what they're doing. Should get the call right now. No try, says the referee. So we're coming back then for possibly a penalty then. Or are we going to have the scrum down? It is a penalty to the Blues then. Offside from the Waratahs. Penalty taken 5 meters out from the try line. Now we've got a line out coming up for the Blues. 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Good. Eklund with the throw in. Finds Akira Ioane off the back. And here they come with that driving maul again. Shouldn't be a problem for them to score from here. Kurt Eklund's got it at the back. And surely he's got to get this down. Yes, it is. So try time to the Blues just before half time. And it is now 20 points to 14. The Blues leading this game. Kurt Eklund's got his try for the day. Great stuff. Great build-up for that try. The Blues just hammering away at maul time. This pack of forwards really destroying the Waratahs at the moment. They just need to keep it a lot closer at the moment as the Blues. They've had their moments of magic in this game. Now they just need to keep it tight, and they will dominate this Waratahs side eventually. So with 2 minutes to go in this first half, Terry Black now with the conversion attempt going forward. Let's see if he's going to get this or not. Waiting to see if he converts this one. And Yeah, that one no problem this time round. So 22 points to 14. The Blues leading the Waratahs going into the last 2 minutes of this first half. As expected, the Blues are leading by, well, a good margin, 8 points at the moment. Let's see if they can go a little bit further down the line in the second half. Was a really disappointing last couple of minutes from the Blues, allowing the Waratahs back into this game. Taken in by AJ Lamb for the Blues, and a penalty coming the way of the Waratahs. Players holding on to that ball. And now a last chance here before half time, maybe for the Waratahs to hit back. Minute left in this half. Will they go for touch? Yeah, Will Harrison deciding to go to the touch line. And they're going to try and set this up about 5 or 10 meters out. Will Harrison gets it round about 6 meters out. So a last chance here for the Waratahs before half time. High scoring game yet again so far between these two teams as well. 3 tries to 2 so far, and that's another ball to Angus Bell. Angus Bell caught just 2 meters short of the try line. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Blues, keeping Angus Bell up. Maybe just went in a little bit too high there, but a great move coming to an end. Well read by the Blues in the end. They're probably going to have the last scrum of this first half now. The idea was good, but I think Angus Bell's body, he was just up a little bit too high in that movement, and well held by Josh Goody and Blake Gibson and Kurt Eklund, keeping him up in that maul. But a great tactic used by the Waratahs, unfortunately not working for them at the end of the day. So scrum down to the Blues, 5 meters out from their own try line. It is 22-14, time's up for this first half. So if this ball goes dead, it will be the end of the first half. 22-14. Currently the Blues leading the Waratahs. Scrum goes down, but we will have a scrum reset when down at the side of Holmes. Carlton McGuffey causing some really big issues for him at the moment. This backup forwards of the Blues just really destroying the Waratahs at the moment, and probably the reason why they have scored 3 tries so far. Right, so 3 tries to 2. Been a good first half from both teams. Waratahs sniping within a matter of 4 minutes, 2 tries. The Blues were leading well and truly by 15 points to 0 up until the 30-minute mark, and then the Waratahs came back. Right, that scrum feed shouldn't be a problem. Akira Ioane puts it into touch himself. So at halftime, it is the Blues 22, the Waratahs 14. And I must say, it's been worth my while to wake up this early to do this game for the South African viewers and all around the world as well. So 22-14, guys. I'm going to take a quick break, and when we do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game. Don't go anywhere. Right, we are back for the second half, guys, and just quickly going to run through what has happened in the first half. It's 22-14. The Blues dominating most of the game so far. And quickly going through the names, Sullivan has had a fantastic game off the back. Bryce Heem probably the standout player in this Blues backline so far, scoring one try and setting up another one. He is really looking like a really good prospect for New Zealand rugby going forward. Enrico Ioane has been nothing spectacular from Rico Ioane. He's had a break year or there. It's been solid on the fence. TJ Fayani also having a bit quieter game today. AJ Lamb not really touching the ball too much. Now Terry Black just controlling it off the back, has made a couple of mistakes as well. So he'll be looking to have a better second half than he's had in that first. And then Finley Christie cleaning up good ball off the back after having a solid backward forwards at his disposal. So not the greatest game for Finley Christie so far. Caused one intercept try so far by Jake Gordon. Maybe he should have looked when he passed that ball. The forwards of the Blues dominating this game. Akira Ioane having another cracker of a game up front. Blake Gibson back from injury. Had a solid game so far, but nothing special from him. Tom Robinson has been everywhere on the pitch, doing a great job so far for the Blues. Then Josh Goodyear, Chirakali Tiori, just that anchor in the scrum at the moment for this Blues side. Then Ofa Tuangapasi, Kurt Eklund, and Carl Tunagafi having a really good game so far. So for the Waratahs, there's been a bit of a mix in the back line. Jack Maddox moved to number 14. Will Harrison came in at 15. They've been really all around the pitch so far, not really getting any ball to play with. Baresi and Fouquetti really getting the opportunities in the midfield so far. James Turner absolutely nowhere to be seen. Ben Donaldson has been very inconsistent, kicking the ball all over the pitch. And then Jake Gordon, probably the standout player so far for this Waratahs side in this first half. Forwards, Will Harrison, Charlie Campbell, Lakeland Swinton, having a hard day. There's been injuries early on to Mac Douglas. And then also one of the other players getting injured. The replacement, who was it? Jack Wheaton had to go for HRA. He passed that, then came back onto the field. But so far, it's really just Angus Bell and Harry Johnson Holmes, along with Lakeland Swinton, who is really producing the goods for this Waratahs side at the moment. Looking forward to another excellent second half. It is 3-2 at the moment. So the Blues having to score 2 more unanswered tries to be able to get that bonus point for us. So it is going to be a tough second half for the Blues. A lot of work needs to be done. Just refilled on my cup of coffee for this morning. It's still early morning here in South Africa, 7:36 at the moment. So it is starting to warm up just a little bit here in the early winter days in South Africa. Very cold here at the moment. Right, so halftime, 22-14, just awaiting the restart of the second half. Then we should be going back to that. Really looking forward to see what the Blues can conjure up in this second half of this game. I'm expecting the Blues to try and score a couple of tries in the second half. They've allowed 2 really easy tries for the Waratahs in a space of 4 minutes. So let's hope that's not the case in the second half if you're a Blues fan. Obviously, if you're a Waratahs fan, you'll be wanting the Waratahs to hit back almost immediately in the second half. Questions around whether the Waratahs actually do this. Right, so they're taking their time to come back onto the field. 8-point game at the moment. The Blues leading. Players should be roundabout back onto the field now as we get ready for the second half. Tries by him, Robinson and Eklund for the Blues. Then tries by Jake Gordon and Angus Bell for the Waratahs. 2 quick snipe tries from the Waratahs in a space of 4 minutes, giving them that 14 points. But the Blues have been the team dominating so far in this first half. Will we see some of the same stuff here in the second half? I'm expecting Dalton Papali, Patrick Tuipoloto, and also the likes of Sam Knock making a big impact off the bench for the Blues in the second half. While Jack Dempsey's already on for the Waratahs. Will Harrison playing fullback, Nakatu Wasi on as well for the Waratahs. So not a lot of options left in the reserves for the Waratahs. Players are now back onto the field, so we're getting ready for the restart now. Should be an interesting next 40 minutes. Nobody's getting the bonus points so far. 3 tries to 2. Ben Donaldson, the number 10 of the Waratahs. I've tried to keep them in the game so far with his kicking. Right, so we're getting ready for the second half now. Should kick off anytime now. Big second half for the Waratahs. Can they keep this Blues side out? Here we go for the second half, guys. A deep kicking from Otera Black, collected there by the left winger, James Turner for the Waratahs. Jake Corner at the back to Angus Bell, inside the own 22 now. Jake Warden out to Ben Donaldson, who kicks this into touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of their own half. Attacking chance now for the Blues. The lineouts haven't been 100% today. Kurt Eklund now taken in by Josh Kudu. They're not competing at that maul. Now they have to get in as the Waratahs. Deciding to go a different route. Just trying to stop this Blues side from making any ground. Penalty advantage coming though for the Blues early on in the second half. Finley Christie out to Terry Black. Puts it to the boot. TJ Fayani is chased after that. The ball spills loose into the hands of the Waratahs. We are coming back for that penalty to the Blues. 1 minute gone in the second half. Players not rolling away, so chance now for the Blues to get an early second half chance for a try. And there's the number 4 penalised there. Hugh Sinclair for the Waratahs. Kick from Oteri Black, finds touch, 5 meters out from the Waratahs try line. So expect another big driving maul from the Blues. They really destroyed the Waratahs in that first half with this driving maul, and expecting very much of the same now. 5 meters out from the try line. Make it about 10 meters out though. Taken in by Josh Goody off the back. Taken over to Angafasi. Penalty there, obstruction from the Blues. And a penalty to the Waratahs. So let off there for the Waratahs. Early in the second half, 2 minutes in. Ben Donaldson is going, well, Jack Maddox is going to kick this downfield for the Waratahs. He's going to find touch. Runabout, well, not the greatest of kick. Between the 10 and the 22, the Waratahs have this lineup inside their own half. Wasted opportunity there for the Blues. Now Jake Gordon, Angus Bell offloads to Ben Donaldson up to the 10-meter line. Goes to Waratahs. Penalty advantage coming their way. Will Harrison back inside. They go to Lakeland Swinton. This is looking much better from the Waratahs, but a little knock on there from Ben Donaldson. And we are going to come back for that penalty for offside on the 10-meter line inside Waratahs half. Another chance to set up a decent lineup. This is looking much better from the Waratahs. 3 minutes into the second half. Great run from Angus Bell again. The loose head prop of this Waratahs side. Jack Maddox kicking this downfield, and what a touch finder from him. About 15 meters out, 10 meters out from the Blues try line. Chance for the Waratahs to set something up. Waratahs having a major discussion there before going to the line out. Angus Bell not joining that line out, so expect some bash up from him somewhere down the line. He is really the go-to guy for this Waratahs side at the moment. Taken in by the Waratahs. Now they form the more. Round the back comes the hooker. Jake Gordon, they're about 7 meters out. Still going as the Waratahs now 5 meters out from the try line. Can they do something with this? Angus Bell are waiting for this ball. He goes pick and go from him. 6 phases already from the Waratahs now. 4 minutes into the second half. Penalty advantage coming for them again. Another pick and go from the Waratahs players. Now Tom Robinson over the ball, and we are going to come back for that penalty for offside by the Blues. Right in front of the post. Will they have a crack at this shot? They are currently trailing by 8 points as this Waratahs side. So what's the decision? They're going to go for a scrum down here. Probably not the wisest of decisions here by the Waratahs. 5 minutes into the second half we are now. The Blues have declined 4 kickable penalties in this game. The Waratahs now with 1. They have scored 12 points from that 4 decisions not to go for goal. Is the Blues. Waratahs, however, declining their first opportunity at goal now. It is going to be a scrum 5 meters out from the Blues try line. Jake Gordon to feed the scrum. Just pulling in all the players of the Blues side. Off the back they go. Still going, intercepted by Finley Christie. And here he comes. Off thumping tackle from Jake Gordon there on him. But 10 meters out, the Blues have got this ball. They read that play very well. Now Akira and Rika Ioane at scrum off. Now Finley Christie finally arrives and now gives it out to Teddy Black. Now it's Son Sullivan, and he's going to bump this again downfield. Finds touch, well, 5 meters out from the 22. So still plenty of pressure on the Blues side at the moment. Wasted opportunity for the Waratahs and tries to go with a quick throw in. And now stolen by the Blues again, it seems, on the ground. Penalty coming for them. Lakeland Swinton penalized there from coming in from the side. So bad discipline from the Waratahs here. Just helping the Blues at the moment. 7 minutes into the second half. Kick downfield coming from Terry Black now. He's going to find touch roundabout on halfway. Opportunity for the Blues early on in the second half now. We've been 7 minutes in. It's been the Waratahs all the way for this last 5 minutes. They've done well to counter the Waratahs' attempts at the try line in this opening 7 minutes. Throwing from Kurt Eklund finds Gerard Kalitiaki. Now Teddy Black, Akira Ioane in the midfield. Gets tackled pretty damn well. Not making too much ground. Now Teddy Black. Again, Rika Ioane. Space for TJ Fayani. The offload wasn't necessary. But Son Sullivan has got it now on a 10-meter line for the Blues. Pick up and go from Rika Ioane. Burst straight through. And he's going to run in here for the Blues. 4th try of this game. Great stuff from the Blues there. Just so dangerous on the attack when they got that go forward ball. And Rico Ioane makes the hat-trick for the Blues. 27 points to 14 now. Big moment in this game. Nobody there to defend. Rico Ioane just picks up from the ruck and runs straight through for the Blues' fourth try of this game. Conversion attempt to come now from Terry Black. Great work from the Blues very early on in the second half, just showing their great attacking ability. Some really good game breakers in this Blues side. And what looked like a Waratahs onslaught has now turned into another try for the Blues. Their fourth try of this game, 4 tries to 2 now. And we are expecting another high-scoring game if this trend continues into the second half. We've had 9 minutes in the second half already, so around about 31 minutes left. Conversion attempt from Oteri Black now. From the side, it's looking good. It's going to go straight through the middle. So 29 points to 14 it is. The Blues leading the Waratahs at the moment. So they basically got their 15-point lead back, which they had until around the 30-minute mark in the first half. Right, restart from Ben Donaldson, taken by Rico Ioane, putting it up to over the 22-meter line. Finley Christie waiting for the ball at the back now. Comes back to Gerald Cowley Tiori, not making any ground, going backwards at the moment though. Now Terry Black is going to go up high for this one. It is going to be chased by Bryce Heem and TJ Fayani, but beautifully taken out. Jack Maddox on the 10-meter line for the Waratahs. Jake Gordon waiting for the ball. Angus Bell, Leighton Swinton taking it up for the Waratahs. Penalty advantage coming. Will Harrison. Now there's a chance here for Wheaton. 5 meters out from the 22. Jake Gordon again. Back inside it goes to Foketti. Jake Gordon again. Leighton Swinton bashing off Finley Christie there. Was Angus Bell up to the 22-meter line. Here comes Turner. Turner bashed back in a tackle. Jake Gordon again. Now they're working their way with the forwards. 30 minutes left in this game. Will Harrison to Turner. Fence off Bryce Heem. Goes down inside the 22 now. Much better from the Waratahs. 9 phases already. Jake Gordon. Back it comes to the Poreki. Jake Gordon to Swinton. 11 phases work from the Waratahs now. Poreki again. Now the ball spills loose. 13 phases, but they still got it at the back. Poreki at scrum half here. Gives it out to Swinton. 14 phases. Not really gaining any ground with it. Now Jack Maddox trying to put his head down. Making his way up to about 10 meters out from the Blues try line now. Still going is this Waratahs side. Driven back in a tackle by Kurt Eklund. So now they're trying to work with the back line. Not gaining too much ground. Gone backwards again. 18 phases from the Waratahs already. Still going forward. But now it's been turned over by Gerald Cowley. And here comes Finley Christie. Kicks it downfield. But unfortunately directly into touch. And they will have the line out roundabout on the 22-meter line of the Blues. Great passage of play from the Waratahs there. Going, 14 phases in the end. 18 phases, but unable to really crack the defense of the Blues. Charlie Gamble now down injured at the moment for the Waratahs, and they've already had a couple of injuries in that first half. Bryce Heem also down for the Blues. So plenty of action. 12 minutes gone in the second half. We've seen a try from Rico Ioane, giving the Blues their 4th try. So while we're having attention to both players now, who's down injured at the moment. It is Charlie Campbell for the Waratahs and Bryce Heem for the Blues, who's down injured at the moment. Looks like Finley Christie is the first guy who's going to get replaced from the Blues. So it looks like Sam Knock might be coming onto the field. Just waiting on the injuries at the moment. 12.5 minutes gone in the second half. Rieko Ioane scoring the only try so far in the second half. Right, we should be back to action right now. It is going to be a line-out to the Waratahs. Also, Carl Renata is on for the Blues as well. So expect those changes to start ringing up. Finley Christie is still on the field for the Blues. Now it's taken in beautifully by the Waratahs. Here they come again. Poreki. Out it goes to the outside centre, Peresi. Now Jake Gordon. Again, they're working their way up. A thumping tackle in the midfield. And the ball spills loose. Counter-attack opportunity here for the Blues. Rieko Ioane. Oh, the pass goes loose, unfortunately, into touch. So we are going to have a line out to the Waratahs. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Blues territory. The Blues look so dangerous when they counter-attack. And they have scored about 2 tries from the counter-attack today. Great tackle from Akira Ioane there. Just spilling the ball loose from the lock forward, Hugh Sinclair. So Dalton Papali'i also onto the field for the Blues now. Poreki, the line-out has been stolen by the Blues. Here comes Kurt Eklund, Akira Ioane bashing his way up, beating 2. Takes another 2 players to bring him down after that. A chance here, Ofa Tuangafasi through the middle. Up to the 10-meter line as the Blues now inside their own half. O'Terry Black with the long cut-out pass to Tom Robinson. He's going to take on Will Harrison. Good tackle on halfway. Finley Christie waiting for the ball to come out. Now there's a bit of space here. Carl Renata just setting it up for the Blues over halfway to go. They need to spread this ball wide. Finley Christie decides to go over the top, and the chase is on now. Beautifully collected by by Nakatawasi there. Penalty to them. Playing the play in the air was AJ Lamb. So a chance now for the Waratahs to go on the attack again. We've had 14 minutes in the second half. Jack Maddox not finding a lot of ground there with that kick. It's going to find touch just inside Waratahs' own half. Line out to them. Right. 29 points to 14. A 15-point game at the moment. Thrown from Poreki. Stolen again by Gerald Kelly. Tiori. Tom Robinson off the back. Still going is Tom Robinson up to the 10-meter line. Now Finley Christie. Dalton Papali'i bashing his way forward. This is looking good from the Blues. Player not rolling away. Penalty advantage coming for them. Now Terry Black out to Sean Sullivan. Still on the 10-meter line is the Blues though. Finley Christie, Carl Renata, Otera Black. Now there's a chance here out wide. TJ Fayani gets caught in the middle of the 10-meter line. Taken up by Akira Ioane. 5-6 phases already again. Finley Christie. Oteri Black with a little dab through and into the hands of Nakatawasi, but we're coming back for that penalty. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Waratahs half. Chance for the Blues to set up another lineup and go for the driving ball, which has worked brilliantly for them so far. 15 minutes into the second half. Only points coming was from Rieko Ioane in the second half so far. Right, Terry Black now setting up this line out. Let's see where he's going to find touch. Finds touch round about 10 meters out from the try line. So still plenty of work to do for this Blues back. They need to get there now. 16 minutes into the second half. Lead by 15 points. Did say that the Blues were going to win this by at least 30 points. So they're halfway there. Halfway there to winning this game by 30 points. The throw-in from Kurt Eklund. Now, let's see where it goes. It goes to Gerald Kalitiori. The maul has been formed off the back, and they've been so dangerous with this driving maul so far. Now they're 5 meters out. Still going is this blue side. Akira Ioane also joins in off the back. Still going is the Blues. They're crushing the Waratahs. Penalty advantage coming. Kurt Eklund, Finley Christie. Oh, and a little intercept from Will Harrison. But we are coming back for a penalty, and the yellow card should follow here. It is a yellow card to Johnson Holmes, as he's the guy who sacked that maul. And now with 17 minutes gone in this game, it is Harry Johnson Holmes Sinband here with another chance for the Blues to attack. Surely we'll have to go to the line out again. It's been working brilliantly for them. They've decided to go for the scrumming. No, wait, we've got a, is it a captain's referral? What is going on now? No, it's a TMO decision. Shane McDermott, the man who is going to have a look at something for us here. Let's see what we are looking at the moment. So, so he's looking for a professional foul for that knockdown from Will Harrison. The try might have been scored. They're not going to go for it, though. Referee having none of it at the moment. So, again, just a penalty to the Blues. 5 meters out from the Waratahs try line. We've had 17 minutes in this second half. Only try so far been scored by Rico Ioane in the second half. 4 tries to 2 so far. So if the Blues can get another one, they are in bonus point territory. Scrum they've decided to take here, 5 meters out. The back and forwards of this Blues side has absolutely crushed the Waratahs today. They've had no answer to a very, very strong back and forwards. The Waratahs coming into this game with a lot of injuries already. Just before the game, I think 2 players already been changed on the starting lineup. So there's been quite a few disruptions early on for the Waratahs side. Terry Faulkner is now on for Lakeland Swinton, which is because of that yellow card. So the Blues now driving at the back of the scrum. It has gone down, and a penalty try has been awarded. I was wondering when that would come. So 36 points to 14 it is now. The Blues just absolutely manhandling the Waratahs back at the moment. So with 30 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go in this game, the Blues have now taken the initiative and is really crushing this Waratahs side now. 22 points the difference as Patrick Tuipoloto comes onto the field in the place of Gerald Kalitiori, who's had a really good game. Still 8 or 9 minutes to go on that yellow card for the Waratahs. Finley Christie kicks it downfield for the Waratahs. Finds touch roundabout on halfway. No, could say on the 10-meter line inside their own half. So 36 to 14 with 21 minutes to go in this game. The Waratahs, can they keep the score low, or will the Blues now start to run away with this game? Should be interesting. Terry Faulkner on for the Waratahs now in the place of Johnson Holmes, who got the yellow card. Porecki with the throw-in, stolen again by the Blues. So they're stealing all the lineouts from the Blues, up from the Waratahs as well now. And everything just going the way of the Blues at the moment. On their own 10-meter line, driving forward is Akira Ioane. Now Finley Christie out to Terry Black, who's going to thump this downfield. The chase from Bryce Heem is on. Jack Maddox underneath it. He's going to go on a run. We know how dangerous he can be. Up to halfway goes Jack Maddox. Penalty advantage to the Waratahs coming. Angus Bell bashing his way up through the middle. Donaldson, out it goes to Baresi. Driven back in a tackle by Dalton Papali'i. So we are coming back for that penalty to the Waratahs on halfway. Players not rolling away quick enough, says the referee. Is there any fight left in this Waratahs side at the moment? Tuipolata has just come onto the field and is already looking a little bit wobbly, taking a knock in that earlier movement. Jack Maddox with a kick downfield is going to find touch on the 22-meter line. So the touch finding of the Waratahs have not been brilliant today. They haven't found more than, say, 10, 15 meters at most with every kick that they've taken so far. And to really put this Blues team under pressure, you need to get those distance going. The lineout was overthrown to Angus Bell, and now the Waratahs just inside the 22 of the Blues on the attack to Terry Faulkner now. Jake Gordon out to Swinton, puts his head down, bashes over the 22-meter line now, but isolated. Will they get it back? Yes, they will. Jake Gordon's got it. Another big drive from Angus Bell. He's been rock solid for the Waratahs. Jake Gordon, out it goes to one of the forwards again. Just bashing their way up as the Waratahs now trying to find space through the middle. Donaldson offloads to Jack Maddox. Hammered in the midfield there. Another penalty coming for the Waratahs though, as it is Sinclair who takes it up for the Waratahs now. 18 minutes left in this game. Turner takes two guys to bring him down. Still the Waratahs coming. 10 phases already. Now knocked backwards, so we're coming back for that penalty. Quickly taken by Jake Gordon. He's going to try and bash his way over the try line, 2 meters out now. Sinclair taking it up for the Waratahs. About 1 meter short. Will it come back for them? Poreki. Pick and drive from the Waratahs. Still the Blues defense holding out nicely. 5 phases again from the Waratahs. 6 phases. Building those phases. 18 phases earlier in this game. Another penalty advantage coming the way of the Waratahs, so the Blues need to be careful now. There's a try. Try's been awarded. After 8 phases, it is Poreki who goes over. Dave Poreki gets the try for the Waratahs. And a well-deserved try here from the Waratahs with a conversion to come. So that cancels out the bonus point again for the Blues. Great patience shown there by the Waratahs to finally bash their way over the try line. It is the hooker, Dave Poreki, who gets over for the Waratahs try in this game. 5 tries to 3 now. And a conversion to come from the Waratahs. 36 points to 19 with about 17 minutes to play in this game. Will Harrison with a conversion attempt. He's 2 from 2 tonight, so shouldn't have a problem with this conversion. Really, the Blues, their own worst enemy at the moment. They just need to seal this game off now and secure that bonus point. They are dominating the Waratahs in every facet of the game, so that conversion just going over, so 36 to 21 it is at the moment. And I know somebody who took a bet who's really happy at the moment with this scoreline. Thank you. Took a 30-plus bet on the Waratahs earlier this morning. So, yeah, 36 to 21. It is a 15-point ball game at the moment. The kickoff a little bit loose for the Waratahs. 10 meters out from their own try line. Under pressure now is the Waratahs. Jake Gordon Now giving it out to his forwards just to bash it up a little bit. 5 meters out now. Jake Gordon out to Ben Donaldson. Puts it to the boot, and he's going to find touch. About 5 meters in from his own 22. So another attacking opportunity now for the Blues. They need another try to seal a bonus point. Can they do this? Throwing coming from Kurt Eklund. 5 meters inside the 22 of the Waratahs. 15 minutes left in this game. Still 2 minutes on the yellow card for the Waratahs. Throwing from Kurt Eklund. It's been stolen by the Waratahs. And a chance now for them to come back. There's a bit of space here for the Waratahs inside their own 22. No, there's not. Will Harrison will thump this downfield. And again, not a lot of distance found. About 5 meters out from their own 22. Jack Dempsey now also on the field for the Waratahs in the number 20 jersey. The Blues have lost 4 lineouts in this game. The Waratahs have lost 2. 14 minutes to go in this game. Taken by Robinson. No, it's gone over the back. And here they come again. Is the Waratahs now on their own 10-meter line. Ball coming back quickly now. Ben Donaldson, Will Harrison. Chance here for Peresi. Brought down by Dalton Papali'i there. The Waratahs now looking to build on that last try on the 10-meter line. Jake Gordon now really controlling it for the Waratahs. Ben Donaldson tries to snipe, beats one, but the pass is back into the hands of Dalton Papali'i. And here comes Dalton Papali'i up to the 22. Offloads beautifully to Sam Nock. Needs support now. Dalton Papali'i at scrum half. Now there's space on the outside. Otera Black with a long pass out to AJ Lamb. And AJ Lamb stopped 5 meters from the try line. TJ Fayani back to Carl Renata. Puts his head down. Sam Nock now to Ipolotto. Bashing his way up 5 meters out. Is the Blues. Sam Nock trying to snipe himself. Stopped pretty fast there. And now slow ball coming back for the Blues. We've got 13 minutes left in this game. Carl Renata just standing off, waiting for that ball from Akira Ioane. Expect him to go himself. Still about 5 meters out. Sam Nock now, Terry Black. There's plenty of room on the outside. Bryce Heem. And Bryce Heem will dive over for his second try of the game. 41-21 it is. Bonus point secured again. With the conversion to come. Great try from the Blues there. Just patiently building up for that try. Dalton Papali'i made the intercept and then just took off at base. And then Sam Nocky set it up. And from there, they just set up the phases. Then went wide. And nobody could stop Bryce Heem on the outside. Great try from him. Great stuff from the Blues. 41-21. 6 tries to 3 it is. 20 points difference with the conversion to come. 12 minutes left in this game. The Blues have showed now in the second half what they are capable of doing. And as a Blues supporter from a South African, I do support the Blues in this competition. So I do like to go for that teams that's just so close but yet so far. But let's see if the Blues can carry on with this type of form that they're showing today. Surely if they continue this, it's looking good for them. Conversion coming from Oteri Black, another difficult one. And he's going to pull this one to the left. So 41-21, the score stays here at the moment with 11 minutes to go in this game. Six tries to 3 it is for the Blues over the Waratahs at the moment. The yellow card is off for the Waratahs as well now. So they're back to 15 men. Now Sam Knock inside his 22, kicks this downfield, and it's going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. McKenna is now on for Kurt Eklund as well, who's had a cracker of a game. Let's see, Grim Reaper says, hi, can you please read my message I send you on Instagram? All right, Grim Reaper, I will have a look at that. Let's have a look at it right now. I actually saw the message earlier last night, but having the bad habits that I haven't checked out any messages. Line out from the Waratahs going astray there, not working out for them. So on the 10-meter line, the Waratahs in possession now inside their own half. Having a crack is Jack Maddox on the outside. Here's an opportunity for the Waratahs, but it goes out directly into touch. Unfortunately for Maddox, it is going to be a line out to the Blues, roundabout on their own 10-meter line. Right, so I don't see any message from you. I do know that I have accepted you on Instagram, but I don't see any messages. Let me go and have a look at the request real quickly. Right, I will have a look at it a little bit later. Let's just finish this game real quickly, Grim Reaper, and we'll have a look at it. The kick downfield from the Blues, nearly collected by Bryce Heem, but advantage to the Waratahs with 9 minutes to go in this first half. What a game Bryce Heem has had for the Blues today. Probably man of the match contender for today's game. Right, so it's going to be Waratahs scrum down inside their own half with 9 minutes to go. 20-point game at the moment. Bryce Heem, 2 tries tonight, 98 carry meters and 5 broken tackles. Great performance from the right winger. So Jake Gordon to feed this scrum for the Waratahs on their own 10-meter line. 8.5 minutes to go. Scrum reset coming up. So about 5 in this game. 5 wasted minutes, to be quite honest. 8 minutes to go in this game now. The Blues securing the bonus point, but they need to be careful. We saw it yesterday with, with the Highlanders not able to secure that bonus point in the end. Grim Reaper says you must be a commentator. Thanks, Grim Reaper. Unfortunately, I'm not. This is just a little hobby that I'm doing. Really enjoy my rugby, and hopefully in about 2 years' time, you guys will see the benefit of my knowledge for rugby. But until then, we are doing commentating. Little kick ahead from Jake Gordon, collected by Oteri Black, just about 5 meters out from their own 22. Sam Knock now in control of that ball. Patrick Tuipolota and Carl Renata bashing it up there together for the Blues. Just trying to secure this game now. It's the Blues. They need to just get another try and everything should be sorted out. Little kick over the top from Sam Knock into the hands of Jack Maddox. And a sloppy pass to Nakatawasi, but he's picked it up beautifully. Now it's gone backwards. Turner, Donaldson again, Will Harrison. Space on the outside here for the Waratahs. Baresi comes back inside. Picked up by the Blues, however, and it's been turned over. Sam Knock now, 5 meters out from their own 22. Zon Sullivan wanting to have a run. Beats one defender. Great offload to Carl Renata. Up to the 10-meter line. Zon Sullivan offload to Tom Robinson. They needed to go on the outside. The pass on the inside has been intercepted by Jack Dempsey. He throws a wild pass into the hands of Will Harrison. And what some entertaining rugby here towards the end. We have about 6 minutes left in this game. Jake Gordon having possession just outside their own 22. driven up by the Waratahs, and it's been ripped again by Dalton Papali'i. And another chance here for the Blues. Zahn Sullivan. Out it goes to Teddy Black. Now it's Bryce Heem again. Beats one defender, brought down beautifully by Will Harrison. The Blues now just inside the 22. Sam Nock to Pelotto. Bashing his way up. Sam Nock again. Now Zahn Sullivan. Back inside to Tom Robinson. Those two working together beautifully at the moment. But unfortunately, a penalty coming. Player holding on to the ball. Great defense from Will Harrison for the Waratahs. Grim Reaper says he's a Stormer and very scared of the Sharks. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one today. I think the Stormers have a lot to prove going into that game in Durban, but we'll have to wait and see for that one, Grim Reaper. I do believe that the Sharks might get away with a win again after their very disappointing game against the Bulls last week. But it is the Blues here today who is really playing well. They have secured the bonus point, but there's still 5 minutes left in this game, so the Waratahs can still deny them that vital bonus point they need. Line-out throw coming for the Waratahs, 5 meters out from their own 22. Throw incoming, and it has been taken by Dempsey off the back. And here they come. Oh, sloppy passing from them. But now they finally spot a gap, and it's Maddox. Maddox still going. Turner back inside, over halfway to go. Up to the 10-meter line is the Waratahs now. Defense needed from this Blues side. Donaldson, Will Harrison, beautiful offload to Terry Faulkner. Again up to the 10-meter line. Jack Maddox now taking it forward for them. Replacement scrum half is now on Jack Dempsey. Donaldson again. Will Harrison. Long skip pass out to Nakatawasi. Good defense from the Blues, however. And we could see another turnover coming. No, it is coming back for the Waratahs. Replacement hooker putting his head down for the Waratahs on the 10-meter line. Inside Blues half. Will Harrison trying to spot a gap, but Dalton Papali'i's got him. And 6 phases in again for the Waratahs. Still going really smoothly for the Waratahs at the moment. 7 phases already. Not really gaining any ground. Now there's an opportunity. Will Harrison double tackled by Patrick Tuipolotto and Tom Robinson. But somehow they do get this back as well. 9 phases. Great stuff. Lakeland Swinton driven back in that tackle as well. 10 phases already. Now Sinker taking it up for the Waratahs again. Replacement hooker making a couple of meters as well. 11 phases now. Oh, it's been intercepted by O'Terry Black. And he offloads to Bryce Heem, who's going to go the length of the field and score their 7th try of this game. And a hat-trick to Bryce Heem with 3 minutes to go in this game. Great stuff from the Blues. 46-21. And it's getting a lot closer to my score prediction now. Bryce Heem, hat-trick today, and surely our man of the match for this game. Beautifully intercepted by O'Terry Black. It could have been possibly forward out of the hand there. So we might have to just check that unless the referee's happy. Great intercept by O'Terry Black. Then the offload going backwards, so that's fine. Bryce Heem, just too much space for Turner as he goes in for the 7th try of this game. Grim Reaper, what I ask you on Instagram, is there a chance that you can give me the kit of the Bulls team? So I wouldn't mind giving you that. The only problem that I do have is that my PC crashed, I think sometime last week, and I actually lost those mods. So I'm waiting on my friend to send them again. He hasn't seen the message. So I'm waiting for the Guru kit as well as that Bulls kit again. And then obviously I've lost all the World League data as well. So I have to do it all over again, Grim Reaper. But I will send it to you. as soon as I've got it again. Right, so 48-21 with 2 minutes to go in this game. It is a massive lead for the Blues again, looking to rack up again 50 points, too shy of that tonight. The restart from the Waratahs is a short hanging kick collected by Tui Pelotto on the 10-meter line. Sam Nock now gives it out to Zahn Sullivan, who kicks it downfield, trying to find space. Jack Maddox underneath that ball, and he's going to bump this downfield with just under a minute to go in this game. Mission accomplished for the Blues today. O'Terry Black now just going to look to find the touch with this one, and a great kick into touch, runabout on halfway, but Donaldson throws it in quickly. Now Nakatawasi, can he do something? Smashed on halfway by Tui Pelotto, but here they come. Alex Turner with some gas, puts a little kick ahead, chase down. Oh, beautifully picked up. Oh, and a knock on from the Waratahs on the try line. How about that? I just wanted to say that this is going to be a brilliant try. But unfortunately, Wheaton couldn't hold on to that ball, and he knocked it on over the try line there. So Grim Reaper says he's going to watch the Stormers game and be on your stream. No problem, Grim Reaper. Looking forward to that. What a knock on from Jack Wheaton there. The try line begging him, but a brilliant tackle from Sam Nock stopped him from getting that try. So with less than a minute to go, actually time is basically up. Will we have the scrum down, or is it going to be a line out? We'll have to wait and see. There is going to be a scrum down because he knocked the ball into touch. So they could have decided on a scrum or line up there. The Blues 48 points in their second most points in a match against the Waratahs. So a little bit of history and record there for the Blues tonight. It is a 27-point ball game at the moment. I said the Blues were going to win it by 30. So the knock-on is actually from the Blues. So it is going to be a scrum down to the Waratahs. About 7 meters out. Time is up on the clock. So if this ball goes dead, it is game over. The Blues have already secured the bonus point. 7 tries to 3 at the moment. So whether the Waratahs score a try or not, the result will stay the same. But obviously that points differential will be very vital for the Blues going into this competition. Can they end on top of the lock after this? Scrum feed from the Waratahs. Big scrum from the Blues. However, it's picked up off the back from Jack Dempsey. 5 meters out is the Waratahs now. They go to the left side. Will Harrison. Good little dart from him. Took 2 plays to bring him down. So still coming as the Waratahs now. Still 5 meters out. Wilhelm the Good says, hi, how's it going, Wilhelm? Hope you're good. So are we going to see a steal on the ground here from Papali'i? No, it is going to be a penalty to the Waratahs. So Dalton getting penalized there for trying to steal the ball. Here comes the Waratahs again. Jack Dempsey 5 meters out. And this time it's a penalty to the Blues. Players dive. No, he was holding on the ground this time from Jack Dempsey. And surely the Blues will just put this into touch now and finish the game. Dalton Papali'i getting hurt there. The game is going to be over now, surely. Teddy Black taps and puts it into touch. So a great victory in the end here for the Blues, winning by 48 points to 21, a 27-point victory. And my predictions still going spot on from yesterday up until today. Said it was going to be a 30-point victory for the Blues. They've managed to seal a 27-point victory. So, Hank, you are lucky. You've got a couple more money or a couple more bucks in your pocket after a very intense game. Was thinking about you all the way down when the Blues scored their last try. I was thinking, oh goodness, you might lose out. But in the end, spot on prediction from you as well, giving New South Wales plus 30. And they've hanged on for a slight 3-pointer there. So well done for that. In the end, guys, Blues 48, Waratahs 21. I will be back in about half an hour when we do the next one between the Chiefs and the Brumbies. Hopefully, the Brumbies can be the first Australian franchise to win a game. It's 8 out of 8 for New Zealand teams at the moment, and it's just not looking good. Barry Green asked which stadium they play at. So they did play at Eden Park. Barry, home ground advantage to the Blues then. So, yeah. Hank says he sat on my hands the last 10 minutes and then see your next match. So, yeah, next match is the Chiefs against the Brumbies. And, yeah, might be the first time lucky for the Australian franchises. Who knows? But we will see in about half an hour, guys. Until then, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.